All right, we're about to dive into a question that's a little strange, maybe even a little gross. But trust me, the answer reveals something fascinating about how our brains are wired to keep us alive. So let's just get into it. So here it is, the central mystery. We've all been there, right? You can handle your own, no big deal. But just the thought of touching someone else's, it kind of makes your skin crawl. The physical thing is literally identical. So what is going on in our heads that makes them so different? To really get to the bottom of this, we have to go way back. We're talking about our brain's ancient defense mechanism. Basically, a built-in alarm system that's been fine-tuned over thousands and thousands of years to keep us safe. You know that feeling of disgust you get? Well, it isn't just some random emotion or you being picky. It is a powerful, primal survival instinct. It's an evolutionary tool that developed for one very crucial reason: to protect us from getting sick. So what sets off this alarm? Well, it's pretty much anything that could carry dangerous germs. Our brains are hardwired to go on high alert when we encounter things like bodily fluids, excrement, and phlegm and boogers. When these things come from an outside source, the alarm bells of disgust start ringing like crazy, screaming, "Warning, potential contamination, stay away." Okay, so that totally explains why we're grossed out by other people's stuff. But what about our own? Why doesn't the alarm go off then? Well, it turns out our brain gives our own body a kind of special VIP pass. And believe it or not, there's a scientific name for this. It's called self-disgust inhibition. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a process where our brain actively dials down or even completely switches off that disgust alarm when the stuff in question comes from our own body. And here's a look at how that mental risk assessment works. When it comes to our own secretions, our brain labels them as safe. Why? Because your body already knows all its own germs and bacteria. There's no new danger there. But for someone else's, that gets an immediate potential danger flag. It could introduce foreign germs your body isn't ready for. This brings us to the final, and honestly, the most crucial piece of the puzzle. Because the physical sensation is exactly the same either way. The deciding factor isn't the touch itself. The whole thing hinges on what you know about it. So your brain isn't just reacting to a gooey feeling. It's acting like a supercomputer processing information. In that split second, it's using context and knowledge to make a judgment call. The key piece of data isn't what's this texture, it's where did this come from? And get this entire process happens in a fraction of a second. It's almost instantaneous. First, there's a sensation. You touch something. Instantly, your brain's identification software kicks in, asking just one simple question: mine or not mine? And based on that answer, it triggers the reaction: total indifference for your own and a wave of disgust for anyone else's. So, we've got the evolutionary alarm system, we've got the special VIP pass for ourselves, and we've got the power of pure knowledge. Let's put it all together and get our final answer. This chart just lays it out perfectly. Look at it. The physical sensation, the texture, it's exactly the same. But the cognition, the little piece of information that says, this is mine versus this is theirs, that changes everything. That one thought flips the threat level from safe to potential danger, which in turn flips the feeling from, whatever, to, ugh, gross. Honestly, if you remember just one thing, let it be this. The entire complex process really just boils down to a simple, elegant formula. For yourself, it's safe, so it's not disgusting. For other people, it's a potential danger, so it is disgusting. It's really a perfect example of our brain's incredibly efficient, even if it is a little strange, logic. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This whole reaction is just a deeply ingrained mental shortcut to keep us healthy. And it makes you wonder, right? What other automatic feelings and instincts that we have are really just our brain's clever, ancient shortcuts doing their job?